When we visited the property before we put in our offer, we toured the garden several times and never noticed that there was a pond underneath what you can now see. This is a picture of my son stood amongst all the irises. We needed a pond because we have koi carp, and we've had koi carp for a number of years. So it seemed a good place to dig out, and if there was a pond, use it or make it bigger or create our own pond. It took about 2 days to dig out between us. We made sure that we kept everything that we dug out, so it was popped onto tarpaulin, and we saved all the larvae, newts, anything that we found in the pond was saved. We left it out for a number of days. You can see how murky it was once we filled it up again. Strangely enough, it didn't leak, and all of the filters and pumps worked. This is the pond just as we've popped our own fish in. Good morning. Colder than expected night, probably dropped to 4 degrees. The greenhouse is at lovely 10-degree temperature, so I'm glad I've heated that. Last night at work I saw that we had some aquatic plants come in, so I nabbed myself this floating planter. I am a little disappointed with the amount of soil that it comes with. We'll see how it goes. Maybe I don't really understand that they don't need that much soil. I'll have to do a bit more research, I think. There's 3 plants in there. I will list them and I will show you how I planted it up. Very, very simple, very easy. The reason why I've gone for a floating plant holder is because we've got koi carp and they rip everything apart. If you plant anything into the pond, they would just root it up for the sheer pleasure of it. It's a beautiful morning. So the plant kit was £10, €13 from B&Q. It's not a B&Q line. It's a floating water plant kit with Pontdera, Acorus and Iris, and you can create the planter in 4 simple steps. So in the kit you get the floating ring, the soil, the gravel and the 3 plants. Not enough soil in my opinion, but we will wait and see. Morning really, other than that slight nip in the air, it does still feel like spring. Yesterday we had a lot of sun, absolutely loads and loads of foxgloves, and forget with the foxgloves we have got the usual daffodils. It's just stunning at the moment. I'm picking as well for in the house. If you saw my Dobby's shot the other day, this is the Dervla Cool Splash. It's going to sit here at the back. There's a mallow behind it which is framing it. So Lavinia amongst other things. This is the one border where I haven't actually had a root through yet and a tidy up and an organisation, so I think it does need it because some of the plants are very compact in there and starting to ring. If I burn them at the back there. Still flowering, still beautiful. Sun's just peeping up now. It's about 6 o'clock in the morning, so the traffic started heading up towards the motorway. But there are loads of birds around. Just incredible to hear them singing. It's beautiful. Sweet peas are out, so they are out in the garden now. I've got them in the obelisks. They're dotted all over the garden. My second sowing of sweet peas is doing really, really well. They're my safeguard in case something happens to the ones out in the garden. And then also what I've done is planted more runner beans, more peas and more monge too in the remaining root trainers, the ones that haven't got any shoots at the moment. I'm not going to open the door, it's snuggly as anything in there. Lots and lots of seedlings pushing their way through and starting to put on their true leaves. going to be a job for a couple of days off that.